Home game for you as well. KK Arnold up to Fudd. Only the second time this season she
start this one, but that's not going to stray her away from taking the next one, I'll tell you that. Georgetown was in that zone as well, so long closeouts for those three. Aaron really helped shore up things defensively for UConn, taking some pressure off of Sarah Strong.
Layla Jewett to beat the buzzer, and a long rebound puller. Ran into Williams there, 4 left on the timer. And Strong got in the passing lane. Sarah Strong on the run out.
Handoff actions, dribble weave to get Miller downhill to the rim.
Agibata lost the handle. Back to Strong. How about...
So she just brings a laundry list of things that she does well, and that's what Gino Ariema said about UConn. He said everyone does more than one thing well.
There is no other...
That's what Gino Ariema was telling us at practice. She's a matchup nightmare.
Here's Scott. Off the mark with her first attempt. Gonna get...
Stopping with all 10 toes after going 100 miles an hour in transition. Just a tough bucket there by AZ Fudd.
Now the trap and the tie-up, but was there business tonight? Yeah. Just the approach, Christy, the disposition it takes to hang with UConn.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It matters how you are playing, and they have...
Sends it back to the perimeter. A new possession for UConn. Arnold coming off what Gino Ariema described as her best day as a...
KK Arnold with that mask on. Her numbers have also been up there with that mask on.
Shea gets the steal. Fudd gets the pull-up.
That and wasn't aware of it. Izzy told me that all starts of how you prepare, your habits you create on your own time, and everything you work on in practice, preseason, you name it.
Absolutely. I mean, she's just so tough in terms of her entire skill set. And there's a long anticipated pass again.
No need for a 3 here as she lays it in with...
Someone who needs to help come relieve. We may see that blitz coming, right? And there has to be some relocation for the 19-0 start against Marquette. And you guys had a great second half. How's the importance of starting strong? And he said it's paramount. And he said...
Sister India have missed the last 4. Some eligibility stuff straightened out and returning to form. Good to see them back in the rotation. Another giveaway.
Systemized organic offense, right? They've taken their first and second options away, taken them short into the shot clock. Offensive effort right now, and now they can apply some pressure. See Shade up there covering full court.
Byers puts it on the iron and gets up a 3 off the heel, and will stay at this end as Ashlyn Shade was discarded on the offensive glass. The game, 10 left on the timer for Shade. Blanca on the rotation.
I really love Blanca. Her game is so tough.
Strong spacing and missed it all on the offensive glass. Carter could not secure it. Strong with numbers. Heckel on the move. It's all UConn. Here Heckel wreaks havoc.
Yeah.
Quinones with a block. AZ, Fudd, and cruise control.
Because we share the basketball. 23 assists, second best in the country. We're going to make the extra pass. We're unselfish with it.
And then at this end, they're on track to lead the nation. This is where the Hoyas have to find some success. Not just against UConn in this specific challenge, but it's Quinones. And now, Zabel has to hoist. One more to the corner. It's a violation. Already a 6-time Big East Freshman of the Week after missing the first couple of games of this season.
No, I love her game. I mean, a tremendous upside for the freshman. Just a lot of respect. Agibata has had some really great games where she has shown some aggression. Also got into the glass.
A step back for the momentum for the Hoyas.
There's the bell. She's a McDonald's All-American. Can shoot the lights out.
Brianna Scott, splash. I know she spoke very fondly of Scott.
Same last name or something like that.
Bud spins out. How many of your daughters... A minute of the opening quarter, India Davis, like her sister Summer, returning to the rotation for the Hoyas. On the foul line, she connects as well.
See, Georgetown does a lot better when they're not chasing in the open floor. And they have to really bear down and do this zone.
That's an illegal screen, though. Quinones with 6. With 4. Attacks the freshman, who stays in front and made her miss.
UConn, right? Because of those turnovers, but also a 16-4 advantage in paint points. And you see Georgetown sitting in that zone.
0 for 9 3-point shooting for UConn thus far. KK Arnold through Strong, out of the corner, and still they're 0 for.
Plays in New York in the WNBA for the Liberty, and she just has a motor about her and stays aggressive.
Well, speaking,
They're trying to bring two people to us. Be patient, make sure we're pump faking and execute.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do to a ravenous defensive team.
East all-freshman team. Now Scott against Williams. 2 feet in the lane with 5. Try to get to that second side and another careless pass. Shade pouncing with numbers. Lays it off late and a foul. Sarah Williams.
Get that far and that low, you got to shoot that. Because now your teammates are sizing themselves up for, go ahead and take the shot. I'm right here to try to follow it up if it doesn't go in.
You know, speaking of that game you did the other night where they put up a historic win over Notre Dame in January, his answer was Blanca, a freshman, and Sarah, who's not been in these March-like environments.
Right. No, it was really electric. And then Georgetown just being loose with the basketball again. A live ball opportunity.
The masked menace feeds Fudd. Shade on the offensive glass. Belong to the Huskies.
Look at that defense. Wow. I mean, just took it right out of Miller's hands.
Fudd feeds the 3.
And to relieve the pressure, I mean, that's big-time pressure. They're under duress in a major way.
Williams running the floor, and Fudd determined to feed her.
And that's why you continue to run the floor. Good things can happen for you, but Georgetown's got to put together some more consecutive stops like they did a couple of possessions.
Trouble. Byers to the block. Knocked away and into the hands of Ashlyn Shade. Strong got the deflection. Here she is at the wing. Toes the line and knocks it.
Ability to finish plays, but also stick with it after you've started the game missing. 0 for 10 from 3 to start the game. Now 3 of the last 5.
Which Sarah Strong has grown in her sophomore season as that falls through. Thankfully.
Georgetown going to man-to-man. Out of that 3-2 zone now.
Playing through Strong. Great bounce pass on the backdoor.
What to do?
Already on 3 occasions this year, she scored at least 15 points in a game. Should be more burn here tonight as a pretty pull-up in a wave of newcomers looking to tap into the success they had in the 2024 season. India Davis goes
with 7 newcomers. He's stated everyone, I mean, from top to bottom, his entire team, saying to play for me, you've got to have that chip on your foot.
Yeah, prove yourself right. That's what it's all about. Trying to be better every possession.
Great passing in transition.
The offensive glass this season for Georgetown.
Here is Scott, who just got that offensive rebound, hammering the dribble against Williams, got to the left hand, and what has that process been like for her, and how rewarding to see her come out the other side?
Ooh, you're going to get those waterworks out of it.
And Sarah Strong does not miss.
She's just flat out tough. Just no weaknesses in her armor.
India Davis gets Strong on the switch. Over to her sister Summer. Shakes Fudd, but could not connect. And a big board with a came right as Gino Oriana said that she was getting comfortable playing out of the high post and put together some really good games.
Yeah, she's 6'5", but can stretch the floor and set good. But also mechanics and rhythm.
Driving kick. Davis does not have the answer. And a tip rebound.
Great teams to choose from, but every team is different, just like every child is different. You have kids, you understand that. But everyone then took it backcourt.
It's a little bit of a chicken or an egg thing at this end in terms of UConn leading the nation in assists, right? They share it well.
And said that offensively on the glass, they don't really go to the offensive boards as much as he wants them to because everyone thinks the shots are going in.
Quinones travels. So stunned to see my teammates miss.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say without saying it.
Ashlyn Shade is grabbing all those offensive rebounds. And this is
She did her work early and maintained her contact on the seal inside on Scott and was able to get that lob pass placed in her hands perfectly in the shot pocket for the finish on the weak side. They were AAU teammates, so they know each other pretty well.
Quinones stops at the line, flat on the 3. Al-Alfi, a held ball.
There, that was just an exceptionally placed pass. That's why they're top 2 in the country in assists.
Yeah, Shade already has a career high in the screen for her. Lost the handle momentarily. Can she find a shooter? Scott against Al-Alfi gets all the way home and another 3-point opportunity. Over 80% on the season.
Wasn't always like that for me, though. She's way better than me.
We won't check basketball reference. Just take the compliment and move along.
Sarah Strong is just flat out the truth. Zone again by Georgetown to start the second half.
Fudd had 14 points, 4 assists. She's with 6. Strong on the switch. Agubata with 2. Over Fudd, missed it all, and that's a shot clock violation.
Tell his team, hey, relax and execute. They want to see that to close out the game.
Williams with a fine look opposite, but they'll negate the try.
And Hidalgo, who basically averaged 30 points in the previous 2 games against Connecticut as a freshman.
Strong.
Deceleration moves and her ability to burst and finish in the paint. He took that away. It made it tough for her to find some comfortability.
And Miller, the leading scorer for the Hoyas, and they've held her without a made field goal here tonight. So if you're atop the scouting report, it's going to be a long night against the Huskies.
Yeah, no doubt.
Couple of minutes into our third quarter. Off the bounce this time. Sprays it out to Arnold. Ubata showing off the handle. Spots a shooter at the top. Halfway down for Scott before it pops out.
I like the aggressiveness also on the offensive boards. Miller got on the ground to hustle it.
Off the high screen. Looking for the roll. It's taken away defensively and taken away by Strong. Sarah Strong cleared for takeoff again. Talk about how he motivates a perfectionist like her. Like using something like, oh, Hidalgo blocked your shot. That's going to be Spielberg gold in the film room for us this week.
You can find that she's not doing well.
But seeing 2 defenders. Strong finds a shooter. Ashlyn Shea, not this time. Scrapping for the rebound.
Want to push pace. That's what Autumn Johnson's discussing with Gino at the half.
Nowecki knocked off her shot.
2.
Only 1 combined made field goal since halftime. It belongs to UConn as they try to feed the post.
And they've been able to play off of one another so well. And just looking at a team without Paige Beckers this season. Player of the year last year. #1 overall pick to crack at it off the O boards.
Miller whirling into trouble. Agubata in deep. Able to find some airspace and shooting. She's been off tonight. Extra possession through Williams. Up top Strong. Both of the super floor.
And she's an unselfish player. She could probably take 5 or 6 more shots, but chooses to pass it, which she did at the shoot-around today. And Tanya Cardozo
takes threes. It's not all layups.
She takes threes. I mean, her mom, Allison Feaster, played collegiately at Harvard back in the day, and seeing it represented. And you breathe it and live it.
This is not how UConn has ever played, but can you imagine the numbers she might get if
need me? That was her mentality. Like, I can, you know, if you need me to turn the switch on, I'm right here.
Biomass.
Yeah, Paige Beckers just won that free throw shooting contest. $50,000 she won on that.
I think she donated it already too.
To AZ?
I think I saw that. And this will be Kristen Carter to the stripe, the junior from Indianapolis by way of Buck.
Georgetown back in their 3-2 zone here defensively.
Zabel shoots it over to the corner. Heckel. One extra pass intercepted.
UConn found success with in their last game against the Irish.
Strong hammers the dribble, and her team now one
sweet spot. Gets her 10 toes down right there at the nail and pops it in.
Quinones, right back.
Yeah, that's behind the play like that, and you're going to get beaten.
I can understand why teams want to zone up UConn, but the way they play through their high post, as Agubata,
like penguins by their sides, and say, you know, the offense can see everything, and they put their hands up, and now it just disallows those gaps to see.
Perimeter and back in her hands. Shade, what a find! Oh, Strong owes her an assist.
Yeah, but that was
field defenses know that you need to be there on the catch with her.
Yeah, 25 of 55 since that slow start, 1 of 12 from range.
Zabel, bottom, Quinones, touch pass, deflected. Bud to the corner.
Now I feel like we're down at Berry Farm somewhere. That's the pickup hoops.
Destiny against Blanca behind the back. Step back 3. Well defended. Heckel at the horn. Arena, which is sold out tonight with the #1 team in the land here. Only won that third quarter by a 9-8 margin. See if they can create some more separate.
Cheese and all the things, man.
Nice work off the wing.
Georgetown sticking with that 3-2 zone, just trying to keep that paint contained.
Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd playing into this fourth quarter. Quick entry and an air ball from 3 for Strong. As dynamic as she was in the first half, she's run cold.
Georgetown in this one, staying steady, staying hungry.
Strong gives another foul.
One of the best defensive teams in the country, right? So you really have to be disciplined with what you want to do on the offensive side.
Long 2 goes begging for.
Are in their roles. It's It's beautiful basketball to watch.
Arnold, touch pass. Patterson from strong. 10 of 13 from the floor, 12 of 19 from the line. She comes in and makes an immediate impact.
Yeah, she's had knee injuries, shoulder injuries as well.
With us back in the day.
No, I wasn't here yet. 93. I've been becoming since then.
I missed that by 2 years.
But from range for Connecticut.
A gift for KK Arnold. And a cleanup for Fudd. Fires at the elbow with Patterson defending. And look who's there. The mask crept up with another steal. And Strong lays it in.
Virginia started her collegiate career at NC State and was freshman of the year in the ACC for K-Yow and then transferred to Georgetown. These took her out of the league, unfortunately, but she was a flat-out bucket in high school and on the collegiate level as well. And we're the number 35, and that's why AZ wears 35.
Good call out.
And she's named after, to my point, and that's why AZ's first name is AZ. Jennifer AZ played at Stanford. Class of
10 for Georgetown as Scott leaves one on the front iron.
That's a good idea.
Strong on the breakout. Zabel travels.
She said, with my mom being in my life and showing me the ropes, I truly look up to her. She's a Maryland Hall of Famer. She's an amazing mom, and she's an amazing...
I know that's the song I used to sing to her when she was a little girl. So I'm just having... I was going to have this moment later tonight by myself and cry it out.
She and her veteran teammates have been through a lot in their college careers, individually and collectively, and some of their best moments have grown out of.
What do you want to do about it, right? You have to be solution-based, and even if the solutions don't come quickly enough for you, you know that they're coming if you continue to chip away.
Bell missing from the corner. This is Hessian on the counter. A get through Arnold. Flips it up, but not in.
The ball. I just want to see her do that more and more.
Acknowledgement of Brianna Scott.
Yeah. You know, I coached her in high school. We won 2 titles, so it's really fun. Quarter court. They've been able to pick and choose their points of attack in there.
Sarah Williams with a bucket and nearly
4, right? She averaged just over 2 blocks a game in the Big Ten Conference, but she is a menace inside. She has solid presence as a rim protector and a shot blocker in the interior.
You know, I always look...
And wall up, you don't have to block everything, but you need to be there, and Sarah Williams is smart with it.
She takes the right shots, and she often finishes them. And
that's what basketball's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be the camaraderie piece. It's supposed to have fun with it. It's a game. When it's time for business, they go to work. Coached for several seasons at Cincinnati, and then came back to the bench. And she had been an assistant coach with Gino and came back for...
Leading tonight, but about to run an unbelievable SEC gauntlet.
Yeah, how about that? I mean, Shea Ralph played for UConn. Done an amazing job with Vandy. And they've been tested, but they have overcome. But I love what she's doing there.
Mark your calendars accordingly. No window on the base.
With a rope. Literally and figuratively on the defensive end.
Goes to show what an unknown Quinones was, right?
How about that?
Not outside of stores, but close to the program, they knew they had something.
She's in force actions.
India Davis over Williams. Made her miss and collects the rebound with the Davis twins returning. They're about as close to full strength as we've seen them this year. Alexia Dogibon in the game for the first time. Here she is, the sophomore from Brazil. Had her pass deflected and stolen by Quinones. Breaks.
Yeah. And speaking of 41, this is Gino Ariema's 41st season. On the sidelines there. Final Fours. I mean, just an incredible legacy there.
Hessian, the final hoist. And with